Hey, it's Rhonda with Got Junk in Our Trunk Estate Services, and I'm here with another Going, Gone video. These are some of the things that have sold, and let me put a kind of a little nuance to all of this. I ran a sale in my store for 40% off on selected items, and today is Tuesday. I started running the sale on Sunday, and I got 2 sales on Sunday. Things are really slow right now, not because of eBay or anything. It's just because I'm not listing a whole lot. I've been working in a state that's pretty intense, so I haven't been able to be on eBay a whole lot. I haven't been moving my keywords around and doing different things like that, so it's probably been stagnant for the better part of probably 8 to 10 days as far as my side of things. Still selling a few things here and there, but averaging about a sale a day, couple of days. I had 3 sales or something like that over the last 8 to 10 days. Well, I ran this sale, and I always leave the best offer on there because I'll take another 10% off. I'll do a 50% off. So no matter whatever percentage I put on there, I end up getting pretty much what I need because these are estate sale buyouts. These are items that I've gotten at a really good margin of expected return on, or I go to the bins where you know that things are just pennies on the dollar there. So I buy at pennies on the dollar on pretty much anything that I've got, unless it's something that I know that I need to pay up for because it's going to turn pretty quickly, like those calculators that I had in one of my other videos. I knew that those would turn pretty quickly, and they did. But I ended up putting my store on the 40% off on Sunday and sold those couple of items. It rolled around to Monday. I didn't have any sales on Monday. Got some more watchers on a couple of things, but didn't really have any sales or anything on Monday. And I decided about halfway through the day I was going to watch a couple of videos. I think it was on Monday afternoon, that I watched one that Chris and Luke did on Chris's station on 10K on the Bay, and he was talking about promoted listings, and it's kind of been on the list to do. Let's look at it. Let's see what we want to do. Do I want to run a promotion? What type of campaign? What do I want to do? Well, after watching that, I kind of went, no, I'm going to give it a shot, and we'll just see how it goes. So I figured I would run it through the Labor Day weekend. At least through Sunday, and that's pretty much the way that I was going to run that campaign, and I decided to do it on everything that was in my store, which was about, I think it was around 490 items at the time, and I just listed it to where it would do that. The least that you can put the promoted listings on for is 5%, I believe, unless I'm mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. I need to look at it again, but I ran mine for 5%. You can run it up to 20%, and I'll probably do a little short video on the tips and techniques and the ins and outs of all of that. I won't take the time to do that here. You can read on eBay, just put it under promoted listings. You can just go in, or go to 10K on the Bay and see if you can pull up that tips and techniques on doing the promoted listings. I think it would be something that would be helpful to you if you have a store. But what I ended up doing, I did 5%, and I did it on everything that was in my store. And in the meantime, this was, I believe, late Monday afternoon, if I remember right. And now today is Tuesday. It's Tuesday evening, about 9:30. And I have sold a total of 13 items. I mean, it was just bam. They started hitting within 15 minutes of running the promoted listing. And it's only going to cost me 5% more to do something like that. It's just like running a small business card ad in your newspaper. The interesting thing about looking at all of my analytics and things on there, it didn't look like they clicked through the ad. There's no fees charged, so I'm not going to really get charged any fees for that unless I've misunderstood something here. But whether I have or not, let me just say this. It drove traffic to my store even when I wasn't actively drawing traffic to my store other than a sale, and I run sales all the time. I run sales a couple of times a week usually. So this video is about the things that have sold. I've got one item I still have to pick up at storage, and I'll tell you about that. I'll try and see if I can pull it up on my phone. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but tell you a little bit about what I've sold. So that's why I'm calling this Going, Gone. And anytime that I do my the sales videos from now on, that's what we're going to do. We're going to call it that, so you'll know when you see that that's a sold video. Alright, the first item that I had, and I've got to read off my little cheat sheet here, so just bear with me. The first item was the Goofy hat. It was in one of my other haul videos. I purchased this, and it's real good and clean. It's from Disneyland. I ended up purchasing it for $1 at the bin store, and I ended up selling it for $12 plus shipping. I always charge shipping on everything. I never do free shipping at this point. I also had this shirt. I bought this, if I remember right, I bought it at either Park Avenue Thrift, which is a local thrift store that we have here, or I bought it at Salvation Army, but it was on half price. It was $3. It's one of the Cumberland shirts. I believe it's Cumberland. Yeah. Cumberland Outfitters shirt. It was in a video as well. And it's a XX large, and this was one I purchased for $3. And let's see, I sold it for $15 plus shipping on that. Well, that was loud, wasn't it? Scrubs. Scrubs are great to sell. They're really cheap at the bins. I ended up getting this one. This is one of the cute little sets of scrubs that I've got, or not sets. It's just a shirt on this one. Let's see. The scrubs I paid 30 cents for because it was sold by weight at the bin store. And I sold this on a best offer, and it was already on sale. And then I took a best offer on it and pulled it on down to 50% off, and I sold it for $5.39. So I've got 30 cents in it as far as my initial cost. I've also got this one. It's a cute little, well, you'll see if it's cute if I can hold it up. It's a little cold shoulder boho style shirt, and I ended up purchasing it for $1. And it probably wasn't quite $1, to tell you the truth. I think I just kind of said that on there because I couldn't remember for sure. I know it came from the bins, and going by the weight on it, it probably was closer to 50 cents. But we're going to say $1, and I sold it for $8. Also had this little bracelet. I did a jewelry type haul and showed you some of the things that I got. This is one of those that it's the alpaca. It's also got the abalone here. It also is damaged, and that was noted in the listing. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's got some damage right through here. It feels stable, but it's got some cracking on here. And I did put all of that in there. This was something that by the time that I pulled all my jewelry out, if I assigned a price to each piece, you know, which is how I did that, I had 12 cents in this, and I ended up selling it for $10.99 on this. I also had, out of that same jewelry haul, I don't know how wrangly around this is. Uh-oh, I dropped one of the earrings, so you'll know that it's got 2 earrings. It's a little set of earrings, and then also the necklace that goes with it. It's a triple strand necklace, and then it's got both of the little earrings with it. Gotta find that. Of course, I got that set. I said 12 cents for the set on that. It was probably around that much, and I sold those for $8.99. I had this little patch I pulled out of, in fact, I pulled out 2 of them. I've still got one listed. I've got to cut that off. That's going to bug me, and it's going to bug my customer too. I need to cut those off. But I got this. I dug it out of the bins. It was way down in the bottom somewhere, and people had already picked over everything. And I got this. It ended up costing me 10 cents, and I sold it for $5. These shoes are extremely well loved. Nikes. Even the toes are turned up a little bit, but I showed that and I indicated all of that. This is a size 5 youth, which is going to be something a little bit more difficult for somebody to find perhaps. These were on sale, and I ended up taking a best offer, pulling it on down to the 50%. And on the shoes, I had $1 in them, not quite $1 really, because I bought several things, but right around 75 cents to $1, and I sold those for $3.50 plus shipping. I also had this little top. This is so cute. If this had been in my size, I would have kept it. And I don't keep many things. But it's just only because I like the boho, the hippie look, and all of that. And that's a lot of what I wear in my casual clothes. But it's just real cute. It's got the crochet and anyway. There was this little top, and I ended up paying 80 cents for it, and I sold it for $12 plus shipping. I also had these big ladies bras. Like I tell you, you need to purchase these big ladies bras. This is a Torrid brand. Like I said, it is large. And it's hard for large ladies, large busted ladies, to find really good bras at a really good price. And that's what these are. You know, they don't want to pay $50, $60, $75 for a bra or whatever. This Torrid bra, I ended up paying 60 cents for it because I paid by weight. And of course, it's an underwire and everything. It's in real good shape. It's real clean and everything. I showed everything. Like on here, I showed some of the wear, but for the most part, it's in really good shape with the lace and everything. But I paid 60 cents for it, and I sold it for $18. And it wasn't on very long. So be sure and buy all those. If you have a bin store or you go to yard sales or something like that, always pick up Torrid brand. I sell Torrid brand every time I put it out there. I sell Delta Burke. I don't find that very much, but that's the big girl type of stuff. I sell that. I also sell any of the older Vanity Fair type of things if they're in good shape and have good elastic and things like that on them. And then also sell Victoria's Secret, of course. It'll sell just about anything that you want to sell at Victoria's Secret. It'll sell pretty well. I sold 2 packs of these. Now, that's one thing I want to say about the promoted listings. I purchased this, and I talked about it in another one of my videos, that I had gone to a local Kroger, and it's a long, drawn-out story, and you can kind of check through my videos and see if you can find it. I don't remember which one it was. If I figure it out, I'll put it down in the comments below. But I went in, bought $1,300 worth at retail. It would have been $1,300 worth of stuff for $300 and some odd dollars. And some of the items that were in there were these undershirts. I have not sold a single one of these until I put it on promoted listings, and I sold 2 of them. So I thought that was kind of cool. But I bought these. The price on these. The price on these were $1.81 a piece, and I ended up selling these for $8.99 a piece, plus shipping. So that was cool. And then, last but not least, these were my first item right after promotion that sold. Whew. My goodness. He's looking for that earring. He's trying to run from the altar. That's what he's trying to do. I found these in a bag. I put them in a video just the other day. It's only been a couple of days since I even showed the video on them. They're the little trolls. They're by the Troll Company, the original Troll Company. It's you can see that he's got his little hat. I had to find his hat and reattach his hat, but they were in a bag full of things that were $1.91 at Park Avenue Thrift, and then they had that half price. And so I assigned a price of 50 cents for them, but that's not what I had in there because it was full of all kinds of toys, Etch-a-Sketches, all kinds of little small ones, but the Etch-a-Sketches and things like that. I've got 50 cents in these, and they sold within 15 minutes of me running that campaign. Somebody popped on these right away. They didn't make an offer on it, even though I did have on there that I would take a best offer. I did note the damage that was on here, took close-up pictures of it. No problem. Somebody purchased them right away, and I sold them for $15.99. So to turn 50 cents, or really less than 50 cents, into $15.99, I would say, probably I can conservatively say, that promoted listings do work. So if you're not doing those, if you do have a store, or if you're a top-rated plus, I believe that they also offer that to you, even if you don't have a storefront on eBay. So I would definitely look into some of the promoted listings. I'm going to run campaigns and overlap my campaigns. Right now I've got 500 or less listings, quite a bit less from today, but I've got less than that, and if I end up going up over that 500, I'll just run a campaign on categories of my store or something along those lines. It's also got something in your analytics there that tells you, for instance, if you've got those Torrid bras, for instance, we'll take something like that. If you've got that item in there, you can click on there to see what ad rate you want to use. You can do 5% all the way across, 20%, whatever it is, you can do that. Or you can see what eBay suggests that you do. I don't always take eBay suggestions on things. And the reason is because I like to be in control of whatever I think my market is. And then if I take their suggestions, I'm going to take some of them and I'm going to kind of set some aside and decide, if I want to do something later. But on these particular things, I think that they're probably pretty on target. They're showing you in those analytics if somebody has another Torrid bra on there, what they're offering on sale. And so it shows up as a sponsored ad. That's how people are seeing it. And then if they click through, that's when you pay your ad rate and things like that. So it's really interesting. It might be that something like this Torrid bra, you might need to run like at 9% because it would sell faster. You would have somebody else that you would be competing with. But I tried it on 5% and I'm kind of happy, because like I said, I haven't listed all that much. And I think that there's a direct correlation there. So I just want to encourage you to do that. Hope you're having a good week wherever you are. I certainly am. Happy junking.